Almost forgot to turn the sound back on. Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, welcome to the stream. Now, seeing I didn't have the sound on, I should probably also turn the music on. There we go. Whoa, that's loud. I keep forgetting that, you know, I turn them, when we raid out after these, I turn the music up. Or I turn the volume up so that I can hear what's going on. Because I'm using two different computers, the setting that I leave it on, anyway. Alright, that should be okay. You should be able to hear that in the background okay. But I'm going to turn it down a little bit from my end. And there we go. Huzzah! So, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, welcome to the stream. It is Thursday. The sun is shining. It's 15 degrees. So it's a nice day to be in the kitchen. It's weird. 15 degrees in here does not feel like 15 degrees out in the shed, I tell you. But we're here. We're ready to cook, and we're doing some stuff. So today we're going to be doing Snickerdoodles. Snickerdoodles. And teriyaki beef skewers. I'll tell you right now, if Lilavati jumps into chat, she's going to expect these Snickerdoodles to come with me to training tonight. Weird. Oh, no. Well, she is the one that suggested we make Snickerdoodles. Alright, so we're doing that. We'll be doing some teriyaki beef stews. Yeah, that's what we got on for today. We'll serve the teriyaki beef stews with some rice and some salad. We'll make a salad dressing for that. Hey Jim, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. How you doing this fine Thursday? So yeah, that's what we got on. Cooking. Ta-da! Now this will be this is going to be a bit back and forth this episode, because we'll do the base of the Snickerdoodles, then we need to leave the mix in the fridge for a little bit. Then we're going to make up the skewers and marinate them, and then they need to be left marinating for a little while, at which point we'll go back to the Snickerdoodles. So we're going to be doing back and forth. Hopefully we'll time out that the wait periods in the recipes sort of like match each other. Let's see how that goes. Alright, so Snickerdoodles in a large mixing bowl. Here is a mixing bowl. Here's a mixing bowl I prepared earlier. Alright, I've been sitting here like wiggling this butter, trying to get it a bit softer. We need 240 grams of unsalted butter. Prep time mashup. Yeah, pretty much. Exactly, Gentle. Alright, so we've been starting to soften this up. Whoop, squished it, cracked it. But that is not quite enough. So we're mixing in a little bit, well, we will be mixing in just a little bit of, I should have kept that wrapper, salted butter. I don't think it's that big a deal. It's the same brand of butter. It's just something dark side. It's just one's unsalted and one's salted. But we're adding salt to the recipe. I don't understand why this is, but the difference between salted and unsalted butter, and, well, you know what I mean. Anyway. That's enough of me being confused. Alright, so we need an extra 40 grams. And that's 23. Oh, come on. Oop. Who shakes, I tell you. Close enough. Get in there. The scales just registered minus 292 grams. I'm like, how that's not the amount of Dilbertus Maximus. All right. Now we need sugar. 1.5 cups of sugar. This may go right to the edge of how much sugar we've got. Scissors. There's a life hack. One of those life hacks. Just cut the bag. Makes it easier to get into the sugar. Half. 1.5. Then we can still close the bag just fine. Alright, now we've got to mix this. What do I want to use to mix it? Kind of want to use a fork, but that's going to get a bit messy. So I think we'll power. Just power through it. And spill sugar all over the place. Because, you know, SMRT. That's what I've got to stop doing. It has been interestingly... stop it. I don't want sugar in my keyboard. My knees have not been coping well with Thursdays. And I think that little movement that I just did is going to be a part of it. That whole, you know, twisting on the thing and then twisting back is not doing my knees any good. So I'm going to, may have to, how you doing, Kiki? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. I'm just slamming this out. Trying to get this butter to be more melty, I think. It's starting to pick up the sugar bit by bit. Oops. And this would probably be a hell of a lot easier in a mixer. Just put it in a mixer and put the dough hook in and just let it rip. What? No. Mainly because I don't have one of those. So because I don't have one of those, we're doing it all by hand. Crunch. This will eventually work soften. I don't think, part of me wants to grab a potato masher and just run it through a potato masher. But I don't think that's going to be overly conducive. That said, kind of also at the point where I just want to get my hands in there and just squish the crap. Basically said, hi Kiki, how you doing? Thank you for the coffee, Dre. It's starting to come on. Sugar butter. It's caught in my mustache. Alright. Let's keep going. Uh-oh. Discord stuff that I'm going to have to deal with later on. Do that later. I don't know how combined this is meant to be. Is it meant to be like a butterball or... I don't know. No, you probably can't see a lot down there at the moment because of the, you know, white bowl. But I'm basically just, if I bring it up here, will it work better? There you go. So you can see it's sort of, the butter's separating out, but it's also coating the sugar, getting coated with sugar. So what I'm kind of trying to do at the moment is just break the bigger lumps of butter into smaller lumps and get them all coated with sugar. That's kind of the plan at the moment. And trying to, you know, keep the sugar in the bowl. You're well, lazy morning so far. Did yoga with your dog. Nurse Akira doing... Ah, right, yes. Yes, yoga with puppas. There are all sorts of fun shorts with that going on. Cats are similar. Okay. Alright, so we're going to call that. Alright. Scrape the sides of the bowl. Okay. And add eggs and vanilla. Alright, so 2 large eggs and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Doggy yoga is awesome. Yeah. Yeah, we have 4 cats in the house, so this is not a cat-friendly house. Not an allergy-friendly house, I should say. We've got 4 cats. It's not a cat-friendly house. Shut up, Ulrich. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Let's put 2 teaspoons of vanilla in. This stuff, right, pure vanilla extract is not cheap, but it's worth every cent. And right now I can just smell the half the kitchen just smells like vanilla right now. You know, I've got something. Forgot to empty that before the stream, but that's okay. And then cream for some cream longer. All right, 2 eggs. Boop. There's 1. Antihistamines are good medication. Yes. Yes, antihistamines are good. Right, now we mush this up some more. Whoops. This would be so much easier with a power mixer. Last night was fun. We got the rest of the library built in Minecraft. We got the outside aesthetics going to a point where I'm kind of happy with it. We got a couple of books, a couple of spell books, and we started trading with the villagers trying to get good books. So yeah, we've got a lot of work to do. Alright, so this is actually starting to look a bit like a dough now. Now that we've got the egg in there, and the butter is getting less chunky, which is nice. Oops, I didn't even see we have a digger's bee. Just went poof up the chat. Gone. Alright. Mushing away. Don't know how broken down this butter's meant to be. I mean, we'll figure it out eventually, but in worst case, we're putting in some dough in a minute. So just massa that, all of that action is gonna break down the butter even more. All right, so that's what that looks like so far. Looks like soggy scrambled eggs. You're back to work today, yay, after 5 days off. Aha! Alright. Kind of turning into almost, it's weird, as it moves, it's sticking like cheese. It's kind of cool. Yeah, so back to work, pay the bills, you know. Wouldn't that be amazing? One day I could pay the bills to being a streamer. That'd be awesome. Alright, I'm going to take a short break, and I will be back in a minute, so I'll be back. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. You're actually excited about work. One day, Ulrich, nothing's stopping you. I know, right? One day. Whoa. Mix flying everywhere. Alright. So there we go. It's getting a little less scrambled eggy. But not by a lot. Alright, I don't think mixing it like this is going to do a lot more. So I'm going to call that mixed. Right, stir in flour, cream of tartar, baking soda and salt. Just until combined in a small bowl, stir together sugar. Right. So, where's my tartar? Tartar. Oh, there it is. You know, I'll put it at the front. Cream of tartar. 2 3/4 cups of flour. just end up using all of my measuring cups. Life hack. Proper bag. Little baggie of flour. It's flour, man. I'm telling you, it's flour. You're a tartar. Actually, where's my sieve? I wonder if my sieve is even clean. It is. Coconut nut. I like sieving my flour, what can I say? One. Oh, oh, oh. I don't know why. I don't think that I've actually gone far enough with my cooking to go, well, you know what? Sieving the flour has this effect with this, you know, consistency and which, you know, a baker watching this is just going, oh, for the love of God, Ulrich. It is so simple why you do this. Okay, that's 2 3/4. Oops. A little bit over the top, but the last one was a little bit under. So that's okay. We'll coat 1.5 teaspoons of cream of tartar. Man, that's a big pile. Big pile. How much cream of tartar did we say? 1.5 teaspoons. A half teaspoon is over here. Oh no, that's 1 teaspoon. Alright. Whoops. 1. Now I need my half a teaspoon. It's going to be that one. One and a half teaspoons of cream of tartar. Baking soda. How much baking soda do we want? Half a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon of baking soda. Boom. And salt. How much? 1 teaspoon of salt. And 1 teaspoon of salt. There we go. And mess. We've made a mess of things. Then we just combine it. I'm going to knead this a little bit. just to really work that butter into it. But first, I'm going to do it with a spoon for a while until basically there's no real loose flour left, or as small amount of loose flour as I can make it before I throw it on the counter. Alright, so you can see that's basically turned into a crumble. I'm going to mix it just a little bit more because that's starting to come together now. Alright. Now we'll lick the spoon in a minute. Good morning, Lilavati. Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream, and yes, we are doing snickerdoodles. That's this part. Alright. We're doing the snickerdoodle dough as we speak. Just making sure I've got everything combining. Nicely in the bowl. Just want to pick up these last bits. This would be a lot easier with a dough mixer, but this is what we got. Alright, so I'm going to put a little bit of flour on the counter. I'm going to have to wash the counter after this, but that's okay. Because I really want to mash some of that butter. I can see there's still clumps of butter in the dough, and I want to see if I can work some of them out. Like that bit. Probably should have got my hands into it while it was a clump of butter, but oh well. Oof. More flour. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. Wow. Look at that. That is just crunchy. I feel like I'm making cob balls for a smelt. Sticky. Oh, look at that. Spatula right on top. Happy with that. Oops. That gets covered and put in the fridge for a bit. Yay! Alright, now that we've made an absolute mess of our bench top, we can now, whoops, do a little bit of cleaning up. Just like that. Because if we don't clean that up, it's just going to leave stick everywhere. All right. There we go. Good enough. Now, take that out. Going to cover this and throw it in the fridge for half an hour or so. Done. That. Right, so there's part one of Snickerdoodles. Right. Now, teriyaki beef skewers. We're going to start on those. So we need our chopping board, red for meat chopping board. And we are going to, what are we going to do? Alright. We need to take the fat off of this. And then cut it into strips and throw it on some skewers. Ta-da! Meat! Alright. I'm just gonna trim the fat. Might make a fat skewer. Maybe. Right, so we need a plate to roll this on. As we go. Now we have a ton of skewers, so we'll see. Well, let's just take that fascia out. The fascia. We'll get rid of the fascia, darling. Alright. That was a bit thin. Got a little excited. And that's cruddy, so that goes in the cruddy pile. Cruddy pile. Alright, whoops. I missed it. So here's where the shakes come into it. Oop, you're off. So we're just S-folding that onto the skewer. I've never done this before, so if it looks horrible, that's why. We'll be fine. Don't know how many skewers this is going to make. See, that was better. That's better. But we are going to find out. No, that's too big. Right, here we go. One skewer. These are metal stabby sticks. So no, the only stabby sticks I have are the metal stabby sticks. I don't know what I don't know what, if anything, that is going to do to change the flavour, but oh, that one got chunky. Can't see what I'm doing, can you? Alright. Whoop. Ha! Now I'm getting a little over exuberant. I suppose it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that one's a bit chunky, I think. We might just thin that out a bit more. So at the moment I'm thinking about 1/2 centimetre thick. Each strip is about right. Okay. So you can see this one, that one looks too thick to me, but these look better. So yes, soaking the wood stabby sticks, yes, but I'm not using I'm using the metal stabby sticks. So I'm going to assume that the metal stabby sticks don't need to be soaked. These are, of course, El Cheapo's stabby sticks. So that means that they are all different sizes. Because hey, why not? Whoops. Pepper's looking a bit weird. But we'll cut it weirdly and then we'll throw it on a stabby stick. I mean, I can always, I may be going a little bit easy on just how much meat I'm putting on each skewer, but I want to spread it out, and then if I've got a little bit of extra meat at the end, I can just put it on 1 or 2 skewers, pick up. I'd rather have a bit of meat left over at the end that I then put onto further skewers, rather than having not enough meat on the skewers. So, if you're wondering why I'm only, I'm not packing it all the way, that's why. Do you know what I mean? All different sizes. I drew the long straw. Folding, folding, folding. Could probably do bigger folds as well. Having never done skewers before, like I've eaten them plenty of times at barbecues and stuff. I'm an Australian. But they've usually got the vegetables mixed in with it and such as well. So it's kind of, in a way, it's kind of odd making pure meat skewers. Come on. There you go. Okay, that one got a bit squidgy. But we'll be fine. Now that can go on the squidgy pile. I think you need a little more. I'll put a little more on this one. Maybe. There we go. Alright, because this will be making theoretically 8 skewers. It may be making a bit more. We'll see. Alright, so just taking all some of the fat off. The sinewy fat, we're taking that off. And the fascia, darling. We're just going to rip the fascia out. Hello, Zig Zig. Alright, So there'll be a couple of weird cuts on that one. But that's okay. We'll be fine. Alright. Gonna take you off as well. Whoops. Got a bit over eager with that one. Oopsies. Ah well, she'll be right. Okay, so let's start it off. Okay, that didn't cut anywhere near as deep as I wanted it to. There we go. Good enough. Probably should have put them in as middle bits. Alright, we're going to put them in as middle bits. And threading. Now, cutting these all into strips and just doing it all at once is probably a thing. But I'm not doing it that way. Tell you what, the shakes are getting the better of me today. We want a shorter bit actually, I think. So let's get a shorter bit. Oops. Just to finish off. Because now we're getting into the shorter skewers, of course. Don't know what I'm doing with this bit. They were doing that. So hopefully tonight when I go to training we'll have some snickerdoodles for the people at training. That'd be nice. I think little Vardy will be happy with that. Point is starting to lose its point. Shaky, shaky. I know I'm talking to the shaky, shaky a lot, but it helps me remind me that it's okay. Dara, you're still here, been just lurking. Yeah, no worries. You will be happy. Excellent. We like it when my friends are happy. Ooh, that's getting a bit thick. See, now that one came out nice. Look at that. It just came out nice. So we're also using, just so I don't know if I said it or not, but we're using rump steak for this one. Bloop. There we go. Ta-da! We're eventually going to have to... Where did I put that pan? It's over there. We will eventually have to marinate these, which is what we'll be doing next. Once we've got them on the skewers, we're going to marinate them. Well, we're going to make the marinade, and then we're going to marinate, leave them in the marinade, and that's when we'll go back to the snickerdoodles. By then, it will probably have been about half an hour that they've been in the fridge. That's too short. That's better. Which is what we're looking for. Ah. And yeah, we started with probably about 800 grams. We've got about 800 grams of rump steak going here. The recipe calls for 650 grams, which is an odd number, but okay. The packet that it all came in was like 850, so we got 850. Let's shorten that a little bit. There we go. And one more. Oh, I was wondering. Yep. Okay. There's this tough bit of. Well, I now realise it's tough, but there's this tough bit of fashery stuff on the edge. We just got rid of it, and that'll make this fit perfectly onto the last skewer. So, yay! There is all of our skewers. Alright, so we're going to throw this in there for the moment. And we're going to start making the marinade. Yay! So all we're doing is pouring over a heap of teriyaki sauce, because we're not making the teriyaki sauce from scratch today. We'll see what people think about that, but alright. Right, thought about making it. Then I don't know what happened. My brain just obviously went and went away. So, right. So, I went into the fridge the other day, and there was like the teriyaki sauce that was in there had about, probably about that much left in it, and I'm looking at it, and I go, yeah, that's about a third of a cup, fine. Then I go, you know what? Wait a minute, and I checked out the use by date, and it may have been somewhere around 2021. Oops, fling, 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 fling goes a whole heap of the ingredients that we're meant to be using today. Oops. Ooh, got a little nugget. And now I get to open them all up. Alright, so we're going to put a third of a cup of this in, and then let the meat soak. See, this is the part where I love being ambidextrous, because if you couldn't see, I just switched hands with the marinade. Nice. So I don't know if you can see that, but it's just pulled nicely. It's just pulled nicely in the bottom of the pan. There's just some coming out the bottom, but there's a nice layer on top. So we're good, and we can leave that to soak for a little while. It says just to leave it for 5 minutes, but we're going to be leaving it for longer. Ambidextrous, yes. Ambidextrousness. Yeah, looks like I've got a bald patch. Ambidextrousness is useful. Starting to feel it in my back and knees. I've got to start using footwork. The closest I get to ambidexterity is typing on a numpad left-handed. You're not that bad with your offhand sword. So now we start cooking the other things. We preheat the oven. 2, 3, no. We are not preheating it to 350 degrees. So what's 350? See, can you tell I've made this mistake before? 350 F2C, 180. Right. Notes, please. Preheat oven to 180. Good Lord. 300. Last time I did that, it did turn out okay. I'd cooked a bacon, I'd brined a bacon, and I was putting it in the oven to do the cooking. You can see that on YouTube. But I put it to the Fahrenheit mark instead of the Celsius mark. So instead of about 2.5 hours later there being a nice waft of salty goodness in the house, about an hour later there is the smell of roast pork. I'm like, oh my God. But it was some of the nicest roast pork I've ever had. Yeah, I could stand to improve my left hand too, Lilivati. So you know. All right. We can do that later. Right, rice. We need some rice. Ping. And as Uncle Roger says, you must have rice cooker. Yes, Uncle Roger. Whilst not a wok boy, I do have a rice cooker. I want to be a wok boy, but I can't do it on this stove. I want to make a square that goes there, but then has a ring on top, so that I can do wok cooking on that stove. That be my plan. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm cooking some rice. You use your rice cooker multiple times a week. Yeah, and I use my toaster more than I use my rice cooker currently. Fluffer. I say Fluffer. Whoop, what? Why? Stop it. No escape. Oops, we have escaping rice. It's going everywhere. Oh no. Do I want to wash the rice? Yes, pronounce wok. Wok ring very carefully. I don't just use my rice cooker for plain rice, also for pilaf, biryani, quinoa. I know that's quinoa. Quinoa, non-instant polenta. Ooh, I've got to wash the rice. Okay, I've been told. So forgive my back. I'm just washing the rice, and I've just realised that we've run out of music. Oh, stop it. So we'll get to that in a moment. Alright, lost a couple of grains there, but we'll be fine. Alright, music. What were we listening to? I don't know. Let's just listen to this. Watch the rice or Uncle Roger's ancestors will judge you. Okay. I don't want to be judged by ancestors. Ancestors judging me is bad. Ambidextrous. I don't know if it's just a me thing, but I like getting the rice as flat as I can in the water before I start the rice cooker. Just makes me feel better. Alright, now we're cooking rice. Alright, so now we need a dressing for our teriyaki. So, actually, how long are we putting them in for? Ooh, only 10 minutes. In that case, we're going to make the dressing. We're also going to take them off of there because I'm running out of space. I'll put them up there. I'll put them on the toaster. I'll marinate the steak on the toaster. What was I going to? Oh yes, the peas. Going to get some lightly blanched some snow peas. We're using a lot of pots and pans today, but that's okay. Just means I get to do some dishes. Sprinkle some salt in the water. Oh, you go back. That's right, forgot about that. Alright, so now we are going to use the green chopping board. Kid is enthusiastic for cookies tonight. Excellent. What are we going to do? We are going to top and tail these things. There it is. There's a way that just pulls the string, but alright, let's just get this done. The snow peas at the supermarket today, or yesterday, were not of the you know, most bestest quality. But that's okay. You know what? We're going to do this the fast way. Maybe. Now it actually says to cut these in half, but probably not going to do that. So I like my, I suppose I could cut them in half that way. That one's already got it. Nice. Ha! There you go. That one's already in half. Done. And so's that one. while Comfy appears. Go, Comfy! Don't like that one. We're getting there. Deep breaths, Ulrich, deep breaths. Oh no. It was just a little greeby. It was fine. Alright. There we go. We've tipped all of those. Now they're ready to chuck in the water once it gets up to heat. Right. Dressing. What are we doing? There was a weird sound coming from over there, but that's okay. I know what it is now. Dressing. So here we go. 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. Where's my ow? All right. Shaker jar. Remember these? All right. So 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. The wrinkle's bigger than the cat. Alright. Give that a little wipe out. Come on. It's not coming out very fast. And I can't squeeze it to make it come out faster. And we'll throw a couple of drops more in because, you know, there's a layer on the teaspoon. One tablespoon of rice vinegar. Another ring pull. Getting all the ring pull fun today. But now you're understanding just how much stuff I had to replace. Yes, 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar. Whoop. That one a little overboard. 1 tablespoon of mirin. And another ring pull. Oh, that one was easy. That's 4 ring pulls. Okay, tablespoon of mirin, tablespoon of soy, no ring pull on this one. God, I love that that tablespoon fits like that. Ooh, 1 to 2 teaspoons of wasabi paste, eh? Now, after I put the wasabi in, we're going to put something else in. It's not my fault. It's what the recipe said. So, I'm going to put it out there to chat about, we'll see what chat thinks about this. So, I'm going to put some wasabi in, but then the recipe calls for a teaspoon of caster sugar to go in that. What does it say? 1 to 2 teaspoons. Alright. I'm going to put in... Come on. In you go, wasabi paste. Okay. There you go. Alright. Well, if Japanese... I'm going to go with that's going to be about a teaspoon. So in you go, buddy. And then, haha, just for shiggles, alright, teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of caster sugar. Okay. Well, if you all reckon sugar makes sense, there it is. Sugar in the hole. Sugar in the hole! Well, there's still wasabi bits in there. It's got an interesting colour. But you can actually probably see the, there you go, you can still see the wasabi bits floating around. I think you're meant to, but at the same time, I don't want to, I love wasabi, but I don't want big chunks of wasabi in there, so. Now I'm going to start making the rest of the salad. And I need don't know if this one's going to be big enough. Should be. Alright. Rice is still cooking. What's cooking? Good looking. Yeah. If we can blend it in, yeah. Yeah, the shakes are being useful now. There's a little bit in there. Whoop, and look at that, the oven's ready. Nice. Yeah. Most of it's blended. I need a little one of those little shaker balls to put in there that'll like help combine it. But anyway, I don't think that bowl's going to be big enough. The other bowl has salad in it, so that's why we're not using the other bowl. Right, running out of room over there. Ooh, I can smell the rice. That's about to pop. That's almost at the boil, so we can almost throw those in. Right, mescaline mix. So I want about half of this. Achoo! Yeah, what's up, Doc? Yeah. Love these green bags. They're biodegradable. You can use them multiple times, but they're also biodegradable. So can't imagine why I'd get them. Almost. Alright, and thinly slice. Using a Lebanese cucumber today, as opposed to the continental that we used the other day. But we're still slicing it nice and thin. Go in there. Now, for someone who sings, you know, you don't make things with salad a lot, you'll notice that I make a fair bit of salad. And at the end of the day, that's mostly because salad is good for you. Alright, we'll give you that. Salad is good for you, sure. But it's also a really cheap and easy way to get full. So I'm going to leave it at that. Right, so they are going in there for about 60 seconds. And then we'll take them out and put them through the strainer. Well, put them through the colander. Once they're done, we'll go back, and that'll be the salad pretty much ready to go. The rice is still cooking, so we'll go back to the Snickerdoodles and finish them off. Your dad's homegrown kale is fantastic. Store-bought, not so much. Right? And salads can be excellent, especially with homegrown veg. Yeah, especially with homegrown veg. What you get out of gardens versus what you get out of supermarkets are two very different flavors. Believe me. Right, that's about a minute. like snow pea, right? Crunchy, tasty, I suppose. But compared to the snow peas you get out of the garden, there's just no contest. I've just called them back off. Because I think it's about, within, for memory, it's within 3 minutes of picking that the natural sugars start decaying out of a plant. So, you know, by the time you've picked and walked back into your kitchen, it's already started. That said, so you can imagine if they're being snap frozen, they've got to be picked, they've got to go through the machinery, they've got to be cleaned, then they get snap frozen. So, you know, but the other thing is that you're picking at this end, you're picking as they're ripe, as they become ready and full of the amount of, you know, all the flavor that they're going to get. That's when you're picking them. About 3 to 4 weeks before that is when companies are picking them. Now, farmers have to do it. Don't get me wrong. Okay, I'm not blaming the farmers for this in the slightest. But that's what they have to do to make a living. What you're getting out of your garden is always going to be more flavorful. So, yeah, you're not going to get everything out of your garden all the time. So, go support your local farmers at a farmer's market, yeah, because you will get fresher produce there. You will be on the vine longer. Go support them at your local farmer's market. Okay, so I'm not going to put the dressing on until last. Oh, that's just popped. All right, so let's get these snickerdoodles underway. So, what are we doing? We are doing roll into small balls until round and smooth, drop into the, cinnamon sugar mix. We haven't made the cinnamon sugar mix yet. Got the wrong base for the wrong lid. And I have no idea where the rest of that is. I had it here the other day. What the hell? Because this is the lid of the container that we use for the jerky. And the jerky container is now missing. That's... okay. It's all good. Deep breath. Deep breath. Gonna woosah, it's gonna be fine. So, 1/4 cup of sugar. Where's my 1/4 cup measure? That's the one I haven't used. That's why when I moved here, I had to buy all the new containers anyway. I only bought one brand in 3 lid sizes. Nice. Yes. Yep, last cup. 1/4 cup. Alright, 1/4 cup of sugar. Knew there was a reason I left the sugar out. Quarter of a cup of sugar and some cinnamon. How much cinnamon? 1.5 tablespoons of cinnamon. Alright, so what was it? 1.5? Yes, 1.5. So, half, 1.5. I was hoping just to put this in a big container and shake it to mix it up. That was kind of the plan. Probably still could. And then just put it back in that container. Actually, let's do this. Is that gonna work? Yeah. Nah, it might be an extra dish, but I think it's going to be easier. That appears to be mixed. You're not a psychopath, I just removed an aggravation. Yes, insert divorce joke here. So there you go, look at that, mixed it up nice. Okay, so, poof goes the cinnamon. Okay, now we're getting down to the business end of it. Now that has been in there for quite a bit over half an hour. But that has solidified nicely. There we go. It's not sticky and crumbly. There's still a little bit of sticky in there, but it's not crumbly. I'm going to need you. Don't need you. Alright. Snickerdoodles. I'm going to put a sheet of baking paper down on that. Just because I can. And so now we need to divvy this up somehow into small balls. Don't know, how big's a snickerdoodle meant to be, Lillivardi? Do we know? I don't know. I'm going to use the black. All right. Well played. Well played. If you can't read that on the screen, Lillivardi just wrote, about this big, holds up fingers. Okay. Yep, we can go there. So I reckon, let's have a look. Okay, so that is going to be way too big. That's not a cookie. So I reckon if we take that though, because that's half of that again, and then half of that, and then half of that, right? Then we make it a little ball, and then we halve it again. And it's still a bit big. Quarter it. Alright, that's probably going to come out about the size of an Anzac cookie, I reckon. So I reckon we do it at that size. Then we have to double coat them in the cinnamon mix. Let's see how much cinnamon mix. Alright, so I'm just gonna flatten these out just a little bit. And we're gonna cinnamon coat them. Holy crap, okay. So that's to double coat them, but that's just sticking like nobody's business. Snickerdoodles. I don't know how much these are going to expand, so we'll find out, eh? We'll find out together. We may need more snickerdoodle coating. Oh, that one got a bit big. She'll be right. We may be doing multi-batches of these. But we're definitely putting them back in the fridge because I can already feel these warming up to the point where they're starting to get a bit sticky again, which is fine. Just means the butter's getting a bit melty. That's all. They only take 10 minutes in the oven. So finishing these off isn't going to be much of an ordeal. Ha, that one's a fun shaped one. Okay. Okay, so that's what, 1, 2. I'm getting all the fun shapes, honest. Okay, so if we do these in 3, so we've got what, 4, 1, 2, 3, yeah, well, 2 more piles, so that'll be about halfway. So we're gonna, looks like we'll get 2 batches. Looks like that's what we're going for. So basically all I did is I took the dough and I halved it and I halved it and I halved it until it was about the size that I wanted it to be. And now I'm coating it in the cinnamon coating and throwing it on the tray. I don't know how big these are going to be. I don't know how big they're meant to be. We'll find out soon enough. I'm going to have to save at least one for Mari, I think. Because if she finds out I made Snickerdoodles, she may not be impressed that I didn't share. Yeah, there are some serious clumps of butter in these. I don't know what that's going to do to it, but I've got a feeling I should have mixed the butter in better. But that's okay. I've got a feeling that these may be popular. They're kind of donuts without donuts that are, you know, still don't have a hole. Hey, nice catch, little Vardy. Got the bear tick. Nice. Yeah, this is starting to get much more sticky. So how many of that is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So we're using half the batter in this, basically. Yay! Now, one good thing about letting it get a little bit sticky is that it's really eating up the cinnamon sugar mix is really sticking to it. And we're going to put them in for 10 minutes. And we're going to see what happens. The recipe says bake for 9 to 11 minutes, let cool and serve. So we're one shy, so I'm going to make a little bit extra room for one more. I know it messes up the neat lines, but cinnamon sugar is the best bit. It forms a toffee-like crust. Yeah, that's what I was thinking would happen. Okay, here we go. Where did I put the bowl? There it is. Right, so we're going to put these back in the bowl because they're starting to get a little sticky. But we're going to keep them as separate as we can. And then they can go back in the fridge for a little bit. For, you know, 10 or so minutes. All right. Go! And we start a timer for 10 minutes. All right, there we go. We have a 10-minute timer on. And ta-da! Right, so now all we've got left to do is to make a bit of room on our kitchen, on our serving workbench make some room on our workbench. Now, I'm not going to do all of the meat right now. I'm just going to do a couple of skewers because we can cook them up later. Which is why we have this. We have the small one, not the big one. But we've got 10 minutes. To get the snickerdoodles. Uh-oh. Oh no! I've not cleaned the rice scoop. Where did I put my rice scoop? Maybe not. Okay. Where's my rice scoop gone? Okay, my rice scoop is just completely AWOL. This is odd. I am confused. I'm confused and a little bit saddened. Because my rice stop looking for it. Okay, so alright, so just says to serve with salad and rice. I'm not entirely sure how this is meant to work, to be honest. But we're going to have some rice, we're going to have some salad. Oh, that is way ready to rock. Okay. I'm going to throw one of these on. Damn, I can see the heat going straight up the side of it. It says to do it on a char grill pan, but I don't have one of those. So we're just doing it with this. Holy crap. Yeah. The Snickerdoodles have really expanded. And there's butter puddles on them. I'm going to leave that just for a minute longer. Dressing tastes interesting. That's the weirdest thing. Anyway. Yeah, the Snickerdoodles expanded. All right, there we go. Teriyaki beef. Oops, no. Go away. Camera. Alright, so there's the teriyaki beef. So, should we eat? Where did that... Wait, we just got to eating? Alright, we just slammed out. We've got 2 minutes. We need a... We're kind of up to ginger ale point. The ginger ale point came up very quickly. Alright, so we need to get this out of the way. Because we're going to put the rapidly expanded Snickerdoodles. Yeah, that's maybe twice the amount of batch size that we probably should have done, but oh. Alright, let's have a taste of this. So we're going to taste some of the beef first. Have a look. Alright, so that was maybe on a little long. As you can see, that's cooked all the way through. Okay. Nice, but I reckon that there could have been turn the meat in the marinade. That would definitely have been right. God, it's all happening all at once. Look at that. of Snickerdoodles. Alright, so I'm going to turn all of these over and let it marinate on the other side as well. The original recipe says to only let it marinate for 5 minutes. And I'm not getting, like, the meat is tasty and, you know, it's maybe a little overcooked for my taste. But I would like to have more of that marinade flavor on it. And it's just not there. So we're going to let those cool while we eat the rest of this. Let's see what this salad's like. Whoop. I mean, it's okay. It's just not a lot of zing anywhere in it. I mean, the rice is rice. There's hints of all these flavors. And now I'll wash away all the flavors with coffee. So, yeah, there's, like, it's tasty. Every now and then in the meat, you just get this little bit of behind the scenes hint of teriyaki, which is nice. The salad is growing on me. I would probably, if I was going to do it again, well, yeah, I mean, I'm more used to bolder flavors. Like, that mouthful of salad, getting towards the bottom, had a heap of dressing on it. And, oh my God, that's the kind of flavor. It was much bolder. It was a better proportion between the salad and the actual flavor you're getting off it. So the rice, look, the rice is rice. I think you can take or leave that. It is a great filler if you want to make your skewers go further. But what I'm going to try is I'm just going to put a tiny little drizzle of whoop, that was almost too much. Tiny little drizzle of teriyaki sauce in it. Normally I'd just use a bit of soy. Yeah, I'd just put a couple of drops of soy in it, be done with it. But seeing this, you know, the overall flavor of this is we're going for that teriyaki flavor, I thought I'd put a little bit on the rice and see what happens. JJB, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Favorite way to have shrimp on the barbie. Don't have the shrimp on the barbie. I don't know that I have a favorite way to have prawns or shrimp. Usually when I eat them, I have them just raw for the most part. Yeah, I think I could have left the rice plain or just put a bit of soy on it. That would have been fine. When we get bento, they have these sauces dribbled on the rice. And it's so nice, and I've got to figure out what that is. Because I think that on, like, you put a little bit of drizzle on the rice on the side of this. Yeah, pretty much, Lilavati. How you doing, Rach? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna have to straighten my beard again. It keeps getting caught in my mouth. Yeah, shrimps and prawns is pretty much raw. Honestly, same as oysters. Like, yeah, lightly fried in garlic butter is nice. Yeah, usually, Rich. But like, what I mean is you go to the fishmonger and you go, give us a kilo of prawns, and you just nom 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 start eating them. That's fine. It's not gonna hurt you. Oysters are similar. Like, oysters literally straight out of the ocean. I went to this seafood shop in Victoria, and out the back they had tanks, like saltwater tanks, to put the oysters in, and you're basically shucking live oysters and eating them, and oh my god, the flavour is amazing. You were skinned alive. Alright, so let's have a look. What have our snickerdoodles done? Alright. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Now we are totally changing flavor profile. I got just a tiny bit of crunch around the edge, but the rest of it is really soft. Because you can see that that's hanging. Like, you can see that's still really soft. But, and again, it is kind of like an Anzac cookie. Yes, I did that on purpose. It's kind of like an Anzac biscuit, where it's crunchy around the edges, but still gooey. We call them donut lumps. All right. Kind of are, but they're nicer than donuts. I'm generally not a fan of donuts, but these are tasty. I need a container to put them in. Go, Snickerdoodles! Yeah, I could definitely see why these would be a fan favorite. Nom 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 nom. All right, so we're gonna cover up the rest of these and let them marinate for a while. Looking in the fridge for the cling wrap. I'm going, where's the cling wrap? All right. Saran wrap. Now, I'm assuming, I don't know if it's from the name or the amount of sugar in it, but I'm assuming Snickerdoodles are an American thing. Does anyone actually know? Well, the body's going to go, no, they are Spanish. Yeah, the US? Right. Alright, time to make some more Snickerdoodles. This time, we're only going to use 2 of the Snickerdoodle lumps. For this batch. Oh, look, they've gone nice and hard again. Excellent. I was just asking if Snickerdoodles were American, because that name just screams this is an American thing to me. Which is one of the reasons why I said we should leave some for Murray. While bogan appears, I mean bacon, yeah. They do expand a fair bit, so the idea of really chunking up the coating isn't that bad. Gambler1, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. After the Pokemon. Oh, Rach doesn't have one. I'm snickerdoodling, so I'm not playing today. Well, at the moment. Snickerdoodling. Always after the Pokemon. Got a fair amount of them. I haven't actually looked in a while. Oops. I probably should. You gotta catch them all. I know, right? I used to play the Pokemon Go, but then I changed phones. My old phone died, and I got a new phone, and the game just would not transfer over. No matter what I did, I could not get my old game off of my old phone onto my new phone, so I stopped playing it. Oh, nice. Nice catch, Gampler and Rach. Yay! Alright, now we're going to see how far these things really spread out. Oops. Come on. Go. Your old account had the most legendary from the first year. Oh, wow. Cool. Yeah. I don't get that much time to battle these Pokemon. But, you know, I like having them in my stream. I like catching them. So we'll do a much smaller batch of Snickerdoodles this time, mainly because I just want to see how far they will expand if you let them. So what are we making down under? Roux meatballs with barracuda fillets. I have never tried to make roux meatballs. Well, today we're mostly in the northern hemisphere. We did a teriyaki beef. Skewer, and we're doing Snickerdoodles, which is what these things are. And they turn into those Snickerdoodles. So we've got this batch, plus one more batch of Snickerdoodles to do. And then that's what we've done for the day. Yay! The salad, I can cover that up and put it away. Glad Rap and I are not friends. I use enough of it, you'd think we would be, but we're not. Alright. Oh my god. Uh-oh, someone's in trouble. What? Rach, I'm supposed to be making this cake, am I not? Maybe this afternoon after lawyers. Why are you making a cake? Yeah, right. Little buddy, I'm going to love you and leave you while I go grab lunch. If I miss the end of the stream, see you tonight. Yeah, no worries, little buddy. Thank you for dropping in. Thank you for joining us. The stream will probably be going... we're pretty much done, actually. Rach, my niece's birthday party dinner thingy is tomorrow. A checkerboard rainbow... How the... Okay. A checkerboard rainbow cake. This I want to see, Rach. I want to see how. I want a photo of this. That sounds really cool. That does. That sounds. Jim to Minecrafty. Yeah, exactly, Jim Tor. Exactly. I'll show it to you and see if you can work it out, and then you. Oh, ooh, okay, puzzle solving. All right, we can do that. Nice. Crap, I didn't start the timer. I'm an idiot. They haven't been in there for long. Right now, they look chocolate. They look like chocolate. That's just weird. Anyway. See, this is what I get for being distracted. You took a photo of all the coloured boards at work and sent you, but I keep forgetting. Nice. I do eventually, like, I'm going to have to put up a wish list or something, but I do eventually want to get all the colour. I love these chopping boards. They don't stick very well to this counter, but I do like them. They've got a nice heft to them. They've got a nice size to them, so I want to get some more. The only other one that I've got immediate access to are the white ones. And we've got enough. We do have enough white chopping boards, but, you know, got to catch them all. I've got to catch all the chopping board amons. We just have a few pieces of non-slip matting or jar openers underneath. Yeah, I've got some of that out the back. Alright, Rach, we'll figure it out. I'll figure out some way that people can help with my board hoard. Well, at least I didn't forget to set the timer for the first batch of Snickerdoodles. And I know what they're meant to kind of look like, so. Right, so I think that's it. I think we're pretty much down to what's next. So let's, I'm just gonna kill the music a little bit. Pause. There we go. All right, so what are we doing? We are going to, I'm going to have a look and see, just lurking. Oh, wow. Oh, no, wow. That was from way back at the start of chat. Okay. I'm looking at the wrong chat. Okay, there we go. Now we're seeing chat. So let's go have a look at, hopefully we've got a Nightmare to raid, because he's doing No Man's Sky. So we're just going to cue that up. I don't know how long he's been going. Ooh, 4 hours. Ooh, I don't know how much longer he's going to be going. All right. So yeah. Can you send me a Barra to swap into a Mustang? Sure, why not? There you go. We're going. We're doing the Aussie chat. So I don't know how much longer Nightmare's going to be going for. He usually does. He's been going for 4 hours. That's the part. Anyway, so coming up, what do we got coming up? We have got stuff. Tomorrow we're back with Valheim. We'll be starting at 10 o'clock Adelaide time. Wife's upset with the idea of a RB26 swap 69 Mustang. Okay, that's a little bit, I don't know exactly what that means. I don't know. I'm not that big a car person. Um, so yeah, tomorrow we're back with Valheim starting at 10 o'clock with Wardham. We'll be doing some more of that. We've got then on Tuesday, we finished Portal in one session. So next Tuesday, this Tuesday coming up, we're going to be having a go at Portal 2. Yay! Tuesday, that's Tuesday. Wednesday night, we've got some more stuff to do on Warframe. So we'll be doing some Warframe instead of Minecraft on Wednesday. And then Thursday, all the way back round to being in the kitchen again for the next Thursday. Nissan Skyline R34 engine, but Barra sounds better. Ah, okay. Cool. Swapping a Nissan Skyline for a 69 Mustang. I would have thought that's a good deal. Or just the engine. I don't know. Okay. Coming up, we need another. What is it? What are we down to? 16 followers. We need another 16 followers, and then we hit 300, and we will be doing a UCS Lego build for that for 300 followers. We'll be doing Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. So that's very exciting. V6 down to an inline 6. Ah.
This subject was a good choice. Cake for you.
Thank you for the follow, Gampler. Doing the happy dance, doing the happy dance, doing the happy dance, doing the happy dance. So, one less. Yay! We have one more follower. Ta-da! So now we are down to 15. 15 more. And we get to do the UCS Lego build. On the 13th of October, Friday the 13th, we will be playing Assassin's Creed Mirage, because that is a horrible day for Templars. But that will be our Twitchiversary marathon. So we'll be doing that. And sometime in the near future, we will also be doing another iron ore smelt. That will be on a random Saturday when we finally get together and figure it out. That's everything that's coming up. It's a huge amount of stuff. But this is what's keeping us busy. So for now, we're going to wander off and we are going to go raid. I need to YouTube the difference on how those sound. Ah, yes. For memory, you get more horsepower down the back end with a V engine as opposed to a straight. For memory, I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. So now we're gonna go. Maybe no. Oh, okay. No. Nightmare has gone. There is no Nightmare. Here was the person we had to raid. No. But okay. So there goes our raid. Boo, sadness. Sad face. Sad face. Most of the sound difference is in the muffler. To be honest. Alright, so those are looking much better Snickerdoodles. So, alright, that's what's coming up, that's what's going down, and that's what's going around. So, yeah, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, that was a stream. Magically disappear. Alright, so it looks like we're not raiding out tonight because no one's playing games, so boo. Oh, alright, we'll see if we've got the Crabominable. Poker check. Whoops. Yep. I'll learn how to. Oh, I have one. Okay, we'll just do a regular poker catch then. Snickerdoodle smell. There's not a lot of smell coming off the Snickerdoodles, but there's a lot coming off of the cinnamon icing sugar. Alright, so this new batch will be out, actually, should be out about nowish. Because we started that timer a little slow, so. we'll quickly take these out and then we'll finish off stream. There you go. Round snickerdoodles. They still almost went out. They're just like this one here. There's a couple of millimeters off of touching each other. But they're just not quite touching each other. So there we go. We'll make the last of those while we're cleaning up the kitchen. Because we have a lot of cleaning up to do. Because we used all of the things. Don't ask me why I used all of the things. I just did. Let's turn that off. We can put that away in a minute. So, thanks everyone for joining us. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for just being you. Special thanks to Gampler for the follow and for everyone else that came along and hang out. I hope you had fun. If you have been just watching along and haven't been in chat, that's cool. If you haven't yet, hit the follow button. It makes me do more things, and they're free, and they mean a lot to streamers. They do. So, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for being you. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow, 10 o'clock for Valheim, or 10 o'clock Adelaide time. If you want to know when that is, where you are, scroll down into the schedule and that'll tell you. And yes, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. If we don't, we'll see you when you see you. And until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye!
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Don't forget to check the description for any links I may have left there. If you like the video, please press like or subscribe to my channel. Next video in the series is up here. Until then, stay safe, have fun.